My name's Jack Foote, and I was born in Fergus, Ontario, in 1921. So now, as I said, I was born in the little town of Fergus, and went to public school and high school there. And then when I was through high school, I went to work in a factory for a while, and then I joined the Navy. I didn't have to work too hard and too long in the factory. I just got in the Navy. My father was a sailor, and he had lost his job in the Depression, but his father lived in Fergus as well, and his father had a bake shop making bread and other things, and so Dad worked with him and had enough to keep us going, keep his family, or himself and his family going. So I can't say that I ever suffered during the Depression. I'm very fortunate, really, to have a family. We had a home, and everything went very well. We had people arriving from the train. Our station wasn't very far from our home, and they'd become knocking at the door looking for food. And my mother would usually have something for them, depending on the time of day, of course. But so I didn't see any soup kitchens, but I certainly saw these. But we called them tramps, which was terrible. But anyway, there they were, and they appreciated getting something to eat. A movie theater, and used to go there in the matinees. Started at 4:15, so there I would go with a lady friend who eventually became my wife, and we would see the movies. We wouldn't go every Wednesday, but well, I guess I'd have to name one would be Gone with the Wind. Yeah. Something else that I did do was I was involved in track and field while I was at school too. I think I did. I knew that something was happening in Germany, and we were likely to get into a war. Yeah, but other than that, not that much. I didn't worry about it. I didn't know but what I would not be in the war at all. I was still a teenager, and so I wasn't worried about that. But certainly was concerned with the countries that were getting involved in Europe, and France, Belgium, all those places. Yes, I think I did. Yeah. I felt that loyalty all the time. I felt it when I was in the Navy, particularly. Yeah. I think that my father was a sailor too. He was in the Merchant Marine. He was captain for years of an oil tanker, and traveled. And during the war, he was involved too, because in the oil tanker that he was on during the war used to travel down to some port in South America, get crude oil, and bring it back to Canada. And he had a little scary times, a couple of times with submarines, that sort of thing. But I think it's simply because my father was in the Navy. I didn't think I wanted to go in any other service. The only thing was, I got seasick. I guess I was about 20 when I enlisted. I didn't want to be conscripted either. I wanted to be a volunteer. And so that's why I went in. Motor torpedo boats were pretty rough on that, when the seas were heavy particularly. But as long as I was up on deck, I was okay. But if I went down below, I usually started to feel wheezy. Yeah, you could get that. You could get something like that, and hope that it would clear up. But as long as I was up on deck, I wasn't sick. Don't know why, but fresh air, I guess, had something to do with it.